They say if you listen closely at night, the trees whisper to you. Secrets only the dead can know, trying to lure you deeper into their realm. You might think it's just some spooky story told to scare children, but trust me, this one's real. My name is Anonymous, and this is the true story of the Whispering Woods. There's a forest outside of Hollow Creek. People avoid it. Some call it the Whisperwood, others just the Shadowlands. For 400 years, people have been vanishing inside. Even today, there's rumors of strange mists, eerie voices, and creatures lurking in the dark. Hikers tell stories of trees with eyes that watch you stalk pale and tremble. One summer night, I decided to see for myself. I got lost in the Whisperwood and heard the creepiest whispering coming from the trees. No wonder the locals avoided it. But the scariest place in the Whisperwood is an old cabin deep in the forest. If you can find it, you'll see drawings on the walls, twisted trees with human eyes, markings carved into the bark, even pentagrams drawn in blood. But that's not the worst of it. One night I stayed in that cabin while writing my book. I swear I heard chains dragging metal moans and disembodied screams. And the next morning I woke up and found scratches on my arms, claw marks as if I'd been dragged across the floor. No one knows why those things happen in Whisperwood, but there's a legend about it. Back in 1692, a woman named Hester lived in a village outside of Whisperwood. She was different, drawn to dark magic and herbs. The villagers started calling her a witch. So Hester moved deep into the woods and built a shack where she could practice magic in peace. But one day, villagers tracked her down and surrounded her cabin. They broke down the door and pulled Hester out. Then they hanged her in the center of town, cursing her soul to wander the earth. Legend says that her spirit merged with the forest itself. That's how the Whisperwood got its name. And to this day, no one dares enter the woods. Do you believe it? Let me know in the comments below. Now let me tell you a story that happened not long ago in a place just like that. Autumn had painted the hills outside of Hollow Creek in hues of crimson and gold. Yet a chill wind whispered of winter's approach. Nestled amidst the trees, 4 friends prepared for a weekend in the woods, eager to escape the humdrum of their everyday lives. Their plan was simple: hike to an isolated clearing, pitch a tent, and enjoy the tranquility of nature. But their destination was steeped in local lore. The woods were known to be haunted. For generations, tales of shadowy figures and disembodied whispers had kept most visitors away. As twilight deepened, casting long, eerie shadows, the group reached their campsite. Despite their earlier enthusiasm, a palpable tension had settled among them. Mia, the self-proclaimed skeptic of the group, scanned the dark trees with a mix of apprehension and bravado. Her eyes, however, betrayed her forced calm. Jake, ever the joker, attempted to lighten the mood with casual banter. His jokes, normally greeted with laughter, fell flat, echoing ominously in the stillness. Sarah, usually vibrant and outgoing, was uncharacteristically quiet, her gaze fixed on the ground. Ben, sensitive to the group's somber mood, tried to rally their spirits, pointing out the beauty of the star-filled sky. But even the celestial expanse seemed to offer little solace. The weight of the wood's reputation pressed down on them, making each rustle of leaves, each hoot of an owl, sound like a lurking threat. Huddled around their campfire, they shared stories and sang songs, trying to ward off the encroaching darkness. Yet with each passing moment, the forest seemed to close in on them. The towering trees became menacing, their branches clawing at the sky like skeletal fingers. As the night deepened, the wind picked up, swirling through the trees and carrying with it whispers, voices too faint to decipher, yet chilling in their obscurity. Sarah, unable to bear the oppressive silence any longer, broke it. "Did you guys hear that?" She whispered, her eyes wide and searching. "Hear what?" Jake responded, attempting a casual tone. "Those voices, the whispering," she replied, her voice shaking slightly. Mia scoffed, though her tone lacked its usual conviction. "It's just the wind, Sarah. There's nothing out here but trees and leaves." But just as she spoke, the whispering grew louder, more insistent. The very trees seemed to be murmuring secrets, their voices weaving together in a tapestry of sound. Then, clear as a bell, a single voice cut through the chorus. "Come closer," it beckoned, its tone silky smooth, yet undeniably commanding. "Come closer, Sarah." Terror etched on Sarah's face, her eyes gleaming with fear. "I have to go," she whispered, rising abruptly. "What are you doing?" Jake exclaimed, reaching out to her. "Don't go out there. It's not safe." But Sarah was already gone, melting into the darkness, her silhouette swallowed by the trees. The whispering intensified, now a cacophony of voices, all urging her forward, deeper into the woods. A wave of unease washed over the remaining three. The jovial atmosphere from earlier had vanished, replaced by a thick, suffocating dread. "We should leave," Ben urged, his voice tight with worry. Sarah could be in danger. "Of course I want to find her, but going out there," Jake began, torn between his concern for Sarah and the primal fear gripping him. Mia, ever the pragmatist, cut through the tense silence. "We need a plan. Staying here won't help her, and the forest is at its most dangerous in the dark." Their flashlights pierced the gloom, casting dancing shadows on the forest floor. The whispers followed them, taunting, tempting. They pushed on, their steps echoing in the vast emptiness, their camaraderie from earlier a lifeline in the suffocating darkness. Suddenly, Jake's light illuminated a clearing, and in the center, nestled amidst the underbrush, was Sarah's phone. Its screen was shattered, the last message on the display reading, "The whispering is getting louder. I can't control it." A chill wind swept through the clearing, rustling the leaves and extinguishing their small fire. The whispers, now a menacing chorus, seemed to mock them, their words slithering like serpents through the trees. Fear tightened its grip on them. Every snap of a twig, every hoot of an owl sent shivers down their spines. They huddled together, the forest pressing in, their sanctuary now a tomb of shadows and secrets. And as the night wore on, the forest's whispers turned to screams, a symphony of chaos, drowning out the last vestiges of their courage. Morning arrived like a reluctant guest, hesitant to banish the lingering shadows. The sky, a bruised canvas of purples and grays, mirrored the turmoil within them. They found Sarah, or what was left of her, her eyes vacant, staring into the abyss. Her skin, once vibrant, was now ashen, her lips a ghastly white. In the ensuing days, whispers of the tragedy spread like wildfire through Hollow Creek. The town, once vibrant, now seemed to shrink in the face of the wood's malevolence. Sarah's absence was a gaping wound, her spirit forever entwined with the whispering trees. And so the legend of the Whispering Woods continued, a somber testament to the night the forest claimed one of its own. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Rest in peace, Sarah.